I just saw this object coming down at my car, and then boom, couldn't see anything out the front.
Up next on KGW News at noon, what is normally a harmless children's toy causing thousands in damage to a driver's car. Plus, a handful of students in the Salem-Keizer School District got quite a scare after their bus caught fire. But first, officials are searching for the suspected shooter killing the CEO of America's largest health insurance company this morning.
Actually, I was paying attention. I was holding my phone, then I heard the shot.
Our top story here at noon takes us to New York, where police are searching for the gunman who shot and killed the CEO of the United Healthcare Insurance Company. Thank you for joining us. I'm China Green. The investigation is still early, but detectives believe that the shooting was a targeted attack. NBC's Sam Brock has the latest from New York.
Only a few hours ago, the CEO of the insurance unit of the largest private insurer in the United States, United Health Group, was murdered right over here. We're standing right now in Midtown Manhattan on 54th Street between 6th and 7th Avenue. This is the center of the city, and that's the Hilton Hotel right there, the parking garage where you see the police presence, and the hotel next to that where there was an investor day today for United Health Group. Earlier this morning, according to police, the 50-year-old CEO of their insurance arm was walking from his hotel across the street to the Hilton when a shooter who was standing, according to police, on the sidewalk took out a weapon, came out from the sidewalk and shot him in the back and then shot him again in the leg as the gun, police believe, was jamming in the process. That's one side of just the shocking details that happened today. Another one is that there is an ongoing manhunt for that shooter right now. He was on an e-bike, according to police, had fled to a nearby alleyway, then jumped onto an e-bike and went into Central Park. Where I'm standing right now is very close to 30 Rock. It's also only a couple of blocks away from Central Park. So right now, law enforcement is canvassing New York City, trying to find this man with relatively few details about him. He was about 5'11" or so in terms of height, white, dressed mostly in black with a very distinctive backpack, according to police. But that's all that we really got right now. They did say that law enforcement recovered a cell phone in the alleyway that they're going to be putting under some sort of a forensic examination. Not clear what information they'll be able to glean from that, but they are assuring the public right now it is safe to go to the tree lighting, which is a huge deal today here in Manhattan. Just a critical mass of people are going to be coming in for that. They say that police will be on the streets, things are safe, but they are at the same time trying to find someone who murdered a CEO of a major health insurance company in the middle of Manhattan at 6:45 this morning. That's the latest right now. Sam Brock, NBC News.
Here at home, a man is dead after being shot early this morning at a Northeast Portland's motel. It happened around 5:15 in the morning in the Quality Inn parking lot near Northeast 82nd and Sandy. Police say they found one man who was shot and killed at the scene. The shooter took off before police got there. If you know anything about this, call Portland Police. And this is actually the second time in a couple weeks that someone has been shot and killed at this exact Quality Inn. Just 2 weeks ago, another man was found in the parking lot with a gunshot wound. He died on the way to the hospital. At the same time, police detained someone, but they would not say if they were a suspect. Meanwhile, in Southeast Portland, a pedestrian has died after a car hit them early this morning. It happened around 6:45 near Southeast 109th and Division. Police say the driver stayed to cooperate with police. This marks the 67th traffic-related death this year. Police in Peabody held a press conference about an hour ago to discuss the recent spike in traffic deaths. Arceline Stevens will have an update on that coming up at 4. And check this out. A school bus caught fire in Salem with students on board. Witnesses shared these videos and pictures with us. It happened yesterday afternoon in Salem near the intersection of Northeast Commercial and Pine. All 9 kids that were on board made it out safely, and there were no injuries, luckily. But someone called the fire department, and within minutes of showing up, they had the fire under control. The cause of the fire is under investigation. Taking a break from the headlines, taking a live look outside from our Rose City Skycam. It looks pretty blue out there. Does it seem a little weird for this to be happening in December? It does for me.
Well, it's a really long stretch with clear skies in December, day after day. No question about that. And it's been, of course, clear at the beach, basically going all the way back to Thanksgiving Day. So this is the final day of this weather pattern. We'll notice some cloudiness starting to come in tomorrow. And then in the next couple days, we'll eventually end the threat of the frosty, foggy conditions in the mornings as well. Here's Cannon Beach Live behind me, 49. So obviously going to hit 50. Really, really nice weather. And it's this way up and down the coast. That was North Coast. Here's Depot Bay in the camera from the Channel House there in what's known as the world's tiniest harbor along 101, just looking at beautiful sunshine. Now, it's not sunny everywhere. We still have this large area of cloudiness in the Columbia Basin, central Washington, down into the Dalles. This is the Oregon Veterans Home camera there, and it's cloudy all the way back into Hood River as well. And these clouds will not break today, 36 degrees for them. Portland, though, had fog this morning. Salem did. Now Salem's clear in 42, and there's downtown. We are at 47. So we'll see if we get above 48. You think the odds are good, China, as you know. If we stop at 48, just one more degree, it would be the 5th day in a row of having that exact high temperature. Back to you.
Day 5, we can do it. Rod, thank you. There has been a shift in leadership at St. Helens High School after the school board appointed Dr. Charlotte Ellis as acting principal. Today is her first day on the job. Dr. Ellis has held administrative roles in Pasco, Yakima, Washington, and most recently in Tillamook. Now she'll step in at St. Helens High School, taking over for Katie Wagner. Wagner was indicted on charges of criminal mistreatment and official misconduct stemming from a sex abuse investigation involving multiple teachers at the school. The district says the Ellis will focus on stabilizing campus administration, rebuilding relationships, restoring trust, and elevating student voices. Take a look at this. A man says his windshield was shattered while he was driving under an overpass on I-205 in Vancouver. The driver is okay, but he says that he thinks that the damage was caused from frozen plastic water absorbent bead things called Orbeez. They're pretty popular among kids. The man says that he saw 2 people with flashlights as he was driving southbound along I-205 when he went under the 63rd Street overpass. Then seconds later, his windshield shattered. Once he was able to get home, he found shards of glass and those Orbeez balls all over his car.
Because there was dust, glass, microscopic dust everywhere. Like my eyelashes had it, you know, it probably went in my nose, my mouth, my eyes. My whole hair was just, like, it looked like it snowed in there.
Washington State Patrol says over the past couple weeks, there have been several reports of people throwing things like rocks and cinder blocks from overpasses in the same area. No one has been hurt, luckily, but a trooper told us 2 cars have been totaled. Washington State Patrol isn't saying if any of these cases are connected. One of Portland's oldest businesses is about to merge with a longtime competitor, which also has roots in Portland. Miller Paint, which was founded in 1890, has more than 50 stores in the Northwest and has reached a deal to merge with Rada Paint. Rada was also founded in Portland in 1932. 2 decades ago, it was acquired by a Canadian company, Cloverdale Paint, based in British Columbia. It now operates 60 stores across the region. The terms of the deal have not been released. And if you're thinking of seeing a movie at the Regal in Portland Centennial neighborhood, you're a little too late. The theater has officially shut down. According to the Oregonian, the theater on Southeast Division closed Sunday. There were signs outside the theater warning people of the closure. We still don't know the reason why, but last year Regal closed a number of U.S. locations, including a Portland theater at Southwest Pacific Highway. The year before that, it closed its Sherwood location.